Hi guys, I have another short video about the most common questions asked online about orchids. And the question today is, where should I keep my orchid? So which place should I keep my orchid? And I think when people are asking about this specifically, most people would be looking where they could keep the most common orchids in supermarkets out there inside their homes. So I imagine they are talking about the common orchid called Phalaenopsis or moth orchid. So let's explore the places that we can keep these orchids and that they will enjoy the most. If that's the type of content you are looking for, stay here with me, subscribe to my channel, it helps me a lot. And ask me questions, maybe I can help you to answer some of them. Let's start. So I have this beauty here that I will definitely give you some close-ups later. That's a simple white Phalaenopsis full of tiny, tiny little blooms, little flowers that are blooming for me now and produce this cascading of flowers. And this Phalaenopsis is, I think, the one with the tiniest flower that I have. They are like maybe 5 centimeters across, and it's super cute. How I get it to bloom like that inside my home is not very difficult. Orchids are very adaptable and versatile, even compared to some houseplants. I know that some people are scared of orchids, but don't be. They can be quite easy. It's not that you should forget about them, but they are pretty flexible. They grew up inside the forest, in the canopy of the forest, attached to trees and tree trunks. So they will receive filtered light, filtered sunlight in their natural habitat. So that would be ideal. But inside the rainforest, we usually have highlight as well, especially if you live in a temperate country that has low light. If we compare to tropical countries, we should think about that when we want to have the best blooming from our orchid. Why are they versatile? Because you can place them in different places in your area, in your house, even in your office space. If you have these bright bulb lights, they will be okay down there as well. However, you cannot place your plant in a dark corner or in a toilet without windows. Your Phalaenopsis orchid, it's not going to be happy because your plant will receive a very low amount of light, and that's probably not be ideal. Your plant will not bloom in the next season. So when you live in a temperate climate like I do, you can place it in a south window, but receiving filtered light. You can also place it in a western window, maybe with some direct sunlight. Usually where I live, if it is placed in a western window, the direct light is going to be very it's not strong enough to burn the leaves of my Phalaenopsis. But be careful if you place your orchid in a south window, for example, or an eastern window, and let the direct sunlight, especially midday, 1 p.m., summertime, springtime, goes direct to the leaves of your Phalaenopsis, and you notice that the leaves are getting warm, the sun can burn the leaves of your orchid. So for this reason, I would recommend for you to have some curtains, or maybe just place it on top of a table. You can place on a table that will receive some indirect sunlight. Just be careful with that strong sunlight because it can damage your plant. If it's not getting warm, if it's just some moderate sunlight, the plant will do okay. If it's a very bright light, but not direct bright light, your plant will adore it. So where should you keep it? Everywhere around your house that you have space that will receive some bright, indirect light. You can offer direct light if you're talking about a western window or some sunlight that will not burn the leaves of your orchid. It's very simple, as I said, that the leaves, if they're getting warm, is not the right place. But more than that, you can be pretty flexible. Apart from the dark rooms, they won't enjoy, they won't bloom. Another thing that you can do with your orchid is to place it under growing lights. Because I have many plants and I don't have a large windowsill, this one is the largest one, but it's very narrow, so the big pots, they don't fit here. And because this is the brightest exposure, I can only offer this to certain orchids as well. I don't have space for all of them. The rest of my house don't have any windowsill. I have these kind of ceiling windows. They don't have any place for my plants. I have to adapt. So the way that I found to adapt was to buy some shelving and just place my plants in there, and also add some bulbs. I have growing lights, like plants growing lights that I found online. You can find a ton of different options on Amazon. I went with the cheapest one from the US, a very thin one. After that, I bought some Barrina Growing lights. I have more cheaper ones down here, and all of my phalaenopsis are blooming. These are not the strongest growing light. You don't need them. You can have some with moderate light. They will enjoy and they will keep growing and blooming for you as well. So that's an alternative if you don't have enough windowsills like I don't, to help your plant to grow and mature. So if your plant is healthy, if it has roots, it has leaves, and you offered some bright light, maybe indirect sunlight, maybe some artificial light, you can even offer your office space light, your plant should keep growing, and every winter will push out a new flower spike and will bloom for you. So that's my tip for you. Find a place where you can enjoy your flowers when they are in bloom. They will decorate your house. They will add definitely a touch to your environment. Don't worry too much. These plants, they are amazing. They usually adapt very, very well from intermediate to bright light. You can place them everywhere. More than that, I hope you enjoy your orchids, keep growing them. If you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye!